Welcome everyone. In this video, we are in the Kanto Cup, showcasing some fun battles featuring Blastoise. What a classic, guys. Blastoise, my goodness. So iconic, such a classic design. Gen 1 Blastoise, you gotta love it. I've been wanting to run Blastoise for a while, guys. Just haven't gotten around to it. Just wasn't sure, what the best team to build around it, would be, because it's just a great generalist for this Kanto Cup, guys. With Hydro Cannon, you're gonna do neutral damage to just about everything in this Kanto Cup meta. Grass types are virtually non-existent, and you just have those opposing water types that you have to really be concerned about. And that is why we run Skull Bash on Blastoise, guys. It is a must just because there are so many water types in this Kanto Cup. Lapras, Dugong, that Skull Bash, although it does take a while to get to, you're going to want to have that to be able to do some nice heavy neutral damage to those opposing water types. Anything else you can just blast with Hydro Cannon. That's the beauty of Blastoise. You can really break through shields with those hard-hitting Hydro Cannons. And also on this team, we've got Hypno in the lead. I have featured Hypno non-stop in this Kanto Cup, and that is for good reason, guys. Hypno is fantastic in this Kanto Cup. You guys probably all know by now. Even up against those not so good matchups with those lick users, you can really chunk away with confusions and thunder punches. And we do carry Shadow Ball just for those opposing Hypnos, those Mews, and those rare ghost types like Alolan Marowak that you may run into. Plus, Shadow Ball is great. It does neutral damage to just about everything else. And also on this team, we've got Alolan Ninetales. This is the first time I've ran it. And you guys are going to see. In this first battle here, this is from a different team that I was experimenting with. I was trying to do some double water, Nidoqueen double water, but it really just wasn't working out. I just kept running into Laprases. And we have Nidoqueen up against the Lapras, not so great. And on this first team, in this first battle, this is the only team that we had for these battles. The rest will have this featured team here. But we've also got Dugong in the back, which also doesn't have the best matchup up against Lapras. So we switched it up. This is the team we've got for most of the battles. Without further ado, let's get right into it, guys. Okay, so again, this is from a team that I was experimenting with, also with Blastoise. It runs Nidoqueen in the lead, and we are met with a Mew. So we're going to stick in here a little bit. We're going to throw a Poison Fang and try to time a Surf and look to catch a Surf onto Blastoise. And this battler is probably expecting that, so they're farming up extra, trying to throw us off. They're probably expecting us to try and catch. And we do right there, guys. We catch the Surf on Blastoise, making the plays. And I really love Blastoise because, again, it does a lot of heavy neutral damage with Hydro Cannon. And they come in with a Shadow Machamp, so we're going to look to get off a Hydro Cannon. Shadow Machamp just puts out so much damage. It is unreal, and that cross chop hurts quite a bit. But Blastoise is a beefy boy, guys. We're able to get to this Hydro Cannon. And if they let this go, this will KO, and they let it go. Oh my goodness. What were they thinking? Why did they do that? I don't know, but it works to our advantage because we're reading Mew Double Fighter. So we're going to come in with Dugong and look to farm down and have some loaded energy for whatever they have in the back. And we're going to let that go through because we're thinking Nidoqueen's going to carry us through. And they've got their own Nidoqueen. So we were slightly off. It wasn't Mew Double Fighter, which is a popular line. And they let that Icy Wind go. Oh my gosh, this battler. This battler's saving those shields for Season 10, I swear. But anyways, they let that Icy Wind go. So we can come right in. And they, knowing that we have our own Nidoqueen, they're probably saving those shields, knowing that we're going to need to land an Earth Power, but it does not work to their advantage because they are just too low, guys. We can just Poison Fang this Nidoqueen down And they do throw that Earth Power. We're going to let this go. And one Ice Shard will do the trick. And we say bye-bye, Nidoqueen. That's going to be a good game. Well played to this battler. So far, so good, guys. So this next team will be the featured team of the video from here on out. We had after switching it up to this team, started doing a lot better. And we were met with a Shadow Hypno Mirror matchup. I don't like mirror matchups. It's too much of a toss-up, so we go right into Alolan Ninetales, and it's super spammy with Powder Snow and Weather Ball. Love Alolan Ninetales. A lot of people don't run it for some reason. I'm not sure why. Mostly probably because of the Nidoqueens running around. Nidoqueens are everywhere, but you can work around that with this team. And they come in with a Wigglytuff, so we are just going to spam them with as many Weather Balls as we can before they can charm us down here. This Weather Ball most likely shielded. Yeah, that would have gotten the Wigglytuff extremely low. And they do charm down. That's okay. We're going to bring Hypno back in and look to shield once and farm all the way down with Confusion. That'll give us a lot of loaded energy for whatever else they have in the back there. We're just going to farm all the way down. This Wigglytuff is not going to get to another move before it can get farmed down. And we've got loaded energy, guys. They come back in with that Hypno. We're going to go right for this super effective Shadow Ball here. Oh, and they let it go through. That's probably a bad idea. And they've got their own Alolan Ninetales in the back. That is so funny. Wow, what are the odds, guys? Pretty much the same exact team. The only difference is they've got Wigglytuff and we've got Blastoise. That is so funny. We do shield that up because we want to really pressure this last shield, knowing that Hydro Cannon hits so hard, it will nearly one-shot this Alolan Ninetales. And here we go. It is Blastoise time, guys. We do get to that Hydro Cannon. Water Gun is a decent fast move. Gets to those Hydro Cannons pretty fast, and that nearly takes out the Alolan Ninetales. And Blastoise, as we mentioned before, is a beefy boy. We can tank this Dazzling Gleam, no problem, and we can Water Gun down, and we say bye-bye, Alolan Ninetales. That's going to be a good game. Well played. How about Blastoise closing the game strong? Guys, if you like what you're seeing, give the video a like. That is the best thing you can really do to help this channel out. And we are met with a Hypno Mirror matchup again, and we both simultaneously swap. Oh, man. They've got an Alolan Golem here. Not the best matchup for Alolan Ninetales, guys, but we're going to make do here. That Weather Ball does quite a bit of neutral damage. We can let this go. This is just a Rock Blast, but in hindsight, probably should have shielded that because at this point, they can shield once and farm us down. Volt Switch. That Volt Switch with Stab just does so much neutral damage that we're not going to be able to get to that last Weather Ball, and that is unfortunate. So here we've got to shield our Hypno because we don't know what else they have in the back and look to farm down. Yeah, probably should have shielded a Ninetales because they've got a Alolan Raticate in the back, and yeah, this is not looking good because most Hypnos are carrying Thunder Punch, so we've got to go in the Blastoise, and we're going to need to have shield advantage to beat this Hypno because between Confusion and that super effective Thunder Punch, they just outpace us, and it's not. We need to land 2 Hydro Cannons to take out this Hypno. We gotta absolutely shield up this Thunder Punch. That would be getting us so low. Oh, and it's a Shadow Ball. Wow, they're really going for the jugular here, guys. My goodness, we're gonna overfarm a little bit and look to get rid of this Hypno, but they are up a shield, and our Hypno is dead in the water up against this Alolan Raticate. We can't do anything to this Alolan Raticate, and they do get to a crunch. It's gonna be taking us out. Oh man, this is a tough team, and we get some lag there, and we top left it right here. That's going to be a good game to them. Well played. Well played to this battler. Yeah, that was definitely a rough team to go up against. A little bit hard countery, if you ask me, but that's just GBL for you, right, guys? My goodness. And we are met with a Mew. All right, bad lead for us. We got a safe switch right into Alolan Ninetales, and they're staying in a little bit here, so we're going to take advantage of that. Look to get off a Weather Ball. Let's be doing a decent amount of neutral damage to this Mew if they let it go, and they do. Very nice. And they come in with a Dugong. This is why we like to run Psyshock and the Kanto Cup, guys. if you're going to run Alolan Ninetales, Dazzling Gleam is not necessary. Definitely go Psyshock. You're going to have much better coverage on the meta. They do let that one go through. We're not going to shield anything from this Dugong. It has all resisted damage between Ice Shard and Icy Wind. So we're just going to stick in here and spam off these Psyshocks just as fast as we can get to them. It's a nice low energy cost move that does neutral damage to just about everything, minus those dark types, of course. And they do get to another Icy Wind. Gonna let it go. It's not gonna KO. It is resisted, and we can hang. Oh, we swap and did. Oh, okay. I see what we did. We aggressively went back into Hypno, knowing that their switch timer is not up yet. So I was thinking we can tank an Icy Wind and farm this thing all the way down and have a lot of energy for whatever they have back there. We know that they have a Mew. They will most likely come right back in with that Mew. And we've got nearly 2 Thunder Punches loaded here. They're waiting their switch timer down. We're going to bait with this Thunder Punch. Most likely get a shield because this Mew is pretty low. And now we're going to go right for the Shadow Ball. One Confusion gets us there. And if they no-shield this, even with the debuff, this is going to be taking them out. And we say bye-bye to Mew. Wow. Hypno putting in work. My goodness. And they've got an Alolan Sandslash in the back. This is amazing, guys. This is the beauty of running Blastoise. We resist all of those Ice-type fast moves between Ice Shard and Powder Snow. With that water typing, we resist that. And they did get off a Body Slam. Blastoise is a beefy boy. We can let that go. No problem. And we're going to look to get off this Hydro Cannon. And, oh, they see the writing on the wall. They concede the match. Good game. Well played to this battler. Yeah, guys, with the emergence of the Alolan Sandslashes and the Alolan Sandshrews, Blastoise just shuts all that down because he resists that Ice-type damage. It's awesome. That's why Blastoise is a strong pick, guys. And we are met with a Lapras. This is exactly where we want to see it, guys. We're going to stay right here, and Hypno can win this matchup. We've got Thunder Punch. This is why I love running Thunder Punch in the Kanto Cup, guys, for these water types like Lapras, and that does a decent amount of super effective damage. And they did farm up to a Skull Bash, so we are going to shield this. And lo and behold, look at there. That's the Skull Bash. It's a good shield from us, guys. We're going to farm up a little extra here and then look to go for this Thunder Punch. If they let this go, this will be taking out this Lapras, and we will flip switch advantage here. Very nice. Got rid of the Lapras. Lapras is such a problem. So they come in with their own Hypno. We're going to go right into Blastoise and look to get some of these shields. We're going to look to get a shield back from this battler here. We're going to let this Thunder Punch go through. We can tank one and farm up a little bit. We do get to this Hydro Cannon. If they let this go, this would be doing quite a bit of neutral damage. And we do get that shield. Very nice. Makes me wonder what they have in the back. I'm reading that they might have a Nidoqueen in the back. So that's why you still want to safe switch in the Blastoise because you really never know what you have in the back there. We're going to let this go and look to come in with Alolan Ninetales here. Lapras is usually accompanied by either a Hypno or a Nidoqueen in the back. Here's the Hypno. We're going to look to get off this Weather Ball here. Chip away at this Hypno, and there it is. There's the Nidoqueen, guys. We're going to look to get off a Weather Ball and see if we can grab that last shield. If they let it go, that's bad news for them because we can just Confusion down at this point, guys. We can let this go here. It's not going to KO. It's just a Poison Fang. And, yeah, this wow, Hypno just deleted it with one Confusion. They've got their own Hypno left. We can let this go. I think Alolan Ninetales can really close this out for us, guys. Yeah, Alolan Ninetales is very healthy. We do still have a shield, and we can Powder Snow down this Hypno, and that is going to be a good game. Well played to this battler. So that's the team, guys. I was struggling to figure out what the best team for Blastoise would be. We landed on this one. That first team that I had in here, it was doing okay, but again, I kept running into Laprases, and obviously Nidoqueen loses to Lapras, and Dugong does not have a fun matchup up against Lapras. That is just So tedious. It's such a tedious matchup, guys. If you've run Dugong and you've gone up against the Lapras, that matchup is a nightmare. It is very close, and Lapras, if they're running Skull Dash, Lapras wins it pretty easily. So we switched it up and landed on this team here, guys. I'm not the biggest fan of leading with Hypno, but it kind of works out here. Blastoise does very heavy neutral damage to just about everything in this Kanto Cup, guys. We've also got Alolan Ninetales in the back. Very spammy, running Powder Snow, Psyshock, and Weather Ball. Again, I do recommend Psyshock for the Kanto Cup, just because if you run Dazzling Gleam, you're going to get hard-walled by those Alolan Marowaks that you might run into. A lot of people are really starting to run those Kanto Ninetales. With Dazzling Gleam, you're just hard-walled by those fire types, and it takes a long time to get to. You can get to those Psyshocks much faster and really do some neutral damage to anything that would be resisting your Weather Ball. Otherwise, you just go straight Weather Ball no matter what. But yeah, very fun team, guys. Very effective team for this Kanto Cup. A lot of people aren't really running Alolan Ninetales, and I think they're just a little bit afraid of all the Nidoqueens out there. But having Hypno and Blastoise, those are both two very good answers to Nidoqueens. So, very fun team. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.